Hey guys, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I am Truck Randy, and today we are going to take on the mammoth task of stripping down this Smith 1500. Now, I didn't do this one last episode because I knew it was going to be quite a big job, because if we have a look at the car status, we have to get into our pistons. Now, to get at the pistons, we are going to have to remove pretty much everything there is right here. So we can get at the engine block and remove the piston rod caps and take out the pistons. So we're going to crank it up and we're going to get started. We're going to strip this one down right down to the core. So let's get started. It's quite a big job. This is probably the biggest job that we've had on this playthrough. It's more trying to get into this center core of the engine. It's simple. It's literally just remove everything, put everything back on. But this is definitely the kind of job I do like to get at. Now this is where working on some of the bigger engines becomes a bit of a pain, because we have to remove all of these singular, all of the rocker heads singular, along with the rods, and as you can tell there are quite a few of them. So we'll quickly whip these out. That's a bit of a weird view change. And then, as you can see, some of these rocker heads actually need replacing, which I do believe they were on the list for parts that needed to be replaced. Here we go. Nearly done. How much XP do we need to level up? We need 300 to level up. This job should easily level us up, which will put us at level 8. And I do believe that it's level 9 that we get the junkyard. And if that is the case, hopefully we'll have about 20 grand. We can go and buy ourselves a car, do some work to it, restore it, and hopefully turn it for a bit of a profit. And then start doing some proper restores. Alright, so that's the last... Oh, no, that didn't come out. Get out! So that's the last rod. And then we need to move the manifold. And the exhaust manifold. And we should be able to now remove the exhaust. So what's up to us now? We need to remove our wires and sparks. As you can see, this is one of those jobs that does require a lot of work, just so as we can get down into the main core of the engine. So once we remove the head, we will be able to reveal our pistons and see which one of our pistons needs replacing. Oh, and it is... Oh. So we've actually got a few pistons that need replacing. We have 2 pistons that need replacing. Now the part repair on this is 64%. Do we have 2 on our list? Yes, we have 2 pistons on our list. So as you can see, wrong one. We can't get these out because we now need to lift up the car on the lift, remove the oil pan, which we actually... Normally we would drain the oil, but I haven't had a chance to show you this yet. So this is what happens if you don't drain your oil out. You take your oil pan off and you get charged because you've just dumped oil all over your garage floor. We won't be doing that again. It was literally just to show you. So what we want to do now is remove the rod caps on the 2 that need replacing. So let's whip these off. And was it this one? Let's drop this down. And while that's on the way down, we'll get our shop ready, which always seems to take a while to open the first time. Piston. And we need 1, 2 of these. I don't think the piston rings a shot, but we might have to come back in and grab those. So let's get into our engine bay and remove our 2 destroyed pistons. And now we'll find out how those piston rings are. Now 64% was our allowance. And yeah, both those piston rings are fine. So if we have a look, that will put our 2 pistons completely done. Is there anything else while we've got the car apart? Right, 2 rocker arms, we know about those. Timing chain, fuel pump belts. Nah, all the rest of it can be done pretty simply. So if we have a look, it's all here. Again, the only problem with some of these cars and the way they're laid out, it can be a bit awkward with the radiator being here to get everything off. Where are we? Fan belts, and then to get the pumps off. Oop. As you can see, that radiator is quite annoying. So, wrong one again. Okay, so let's get us a new power steering pump. It was a 16B, wasn't it? 16B? Yeah, I'm sure it was. Was that sure? We bought it anyway. There we go. I'm sure that was on our list. Yeah, power steering pump. So we need to also replace our fuel pump, which is going to be over here, isn't it? Let's buy us fuel pump. Right, now your fuel pump, we'll do this quickly. We lift it up, we need to get at our fuel tank, which is here. And then on top of the fuel tank is this tiny little pump. And there we go, that's done. Careful. Alright, so what we got left to do? What we got left to do on this order? Ignition wires, right, serpentine belts, and rocker arms. So let us get. So the belts that we need are serpentine belt A. Nothing. And timing chain. Oh right, okay. So we need to get into the timing chain here. So let's remove this. That radiator's so annoying. So this will give us access to our timing chain. And as you can see, this is our chain that needs replacing. So doing it again. So let's get timing chain. If you could spell 16B. Serpentine belt 16B, where are we? If I remember right, it was belt A, and then it was 16B, which is going to be, was it 16? Ah, there you go. So let's get our new chain in. So as I said, guys, hopefully by the end of this episode we will have the junkyard unlocked and we will be able to go shoot over and get ourselves our first car to restore. There goes on our new belt. The old belt for here is fine. The fan. Right now we can literally just throw the car back together and we are done. So before we can do the rest inside there, we just need to put those caps back on, the rod caps, in here, and get our oil pan put back on. So we need to put this one on. And this one. Ooh, that rod cap looks a bit... Are we going to replace a rod cap? No, just 2 rocker arms. That looks a bit damaged. So there goes oil pan. Now we will have to put more oil in this, which is fine. So if we bring it back down, get our engine head, our rockers, our valves, our push rods, get everything put back on, and we have another job complete. I do like these Smith 1500s. Very nice trucks. Oh, I'm clicking all over the place here. And there goes the phone. We have more customers waiting. We actually have 6 jobs waiting for us. hopefully we won't have to do many more customer jobs, because I do like to do my own work. I do like to restore cars. My only problem when I start restoring cars is I want to keep them all, and obviously to get money you need to sell some. So let's get Sparks back in. And we're going to replace our ignition wires, which are here. These here, ignition wires 16B. Where are we? 16B. Awesome. Now we've got the painstaking work of putting all of these rods back in, and the new rocker heads. I'm hoping that the first car we restore is actually a Charger, if we can get hold of one. And before I start this, we need to buy our new rocker heads. We need 2 of these. Oh, what's going on here? Mouse is playing up. As soon as we've got the junkyard unlocked, I'll do a quick tour of the junkyard, a quick tour of a barn find, because I know we've got a barn find in our inventory, and hopefully get into the auction house as well, so you guys can have a look at everywhere possible that we can buy cars, and then hopefully start filling up our garage with our own vehicles. There's also some new test tracks out there which I haven't tried yet, so I'm looking forward to having a look at those. We must remember to put some oil back in this car, otherwise we won't be able to finish the job properly. Let's get our air filter back on. Right, now I'm pretty sure we haven't missed anything. Let's get this oil put in. I spent quite a lot of money on this job actually. Right, so let's have a look. Yep, everything is looking good. And there she is. Hopefully now, finish order, we haven't missed anything. Awesome. Oh, we're so close to leveling up. How close? That's ridiculous. 11 XP. So, right, we've got timing parts, engine, oil change. This is nice, easy job. We'll throw this one in. Engine, oil and filter. Not a problem. We'll get this job out of the way in a few seconds. So, what we got? Our filter i4. i4. As you know, guys, by now this is one of the easiest jobs that we can do. Oh, that lifts up. Let's get our oil drainer. Oh. Drain out our oil. Right, the phone just went. Let's have a look what we've got. Oh, that's a Willys Jeep. Have we got any bonus jobs? Nope. Story, have we done this one? Oh, we haven't done this story job. I'm actually going to accept this now ready, because we haven't done this on this playthrough. So he's having trouble starting his car. So that could be battery, start motor, fuel. Let's return this. Right now, get this old oil filter off. New oil filter on. And put in some oil. And we are done. Now this one will level us up, for definite. There's no way we're not going to get 11 XP off this. In fact, we only need 8 now. And there you have it, guys. We've leveled up yet again. Oh, we've just found a barn location. So we will now take on our electronic multimeter. So let's have a quick look. Search here for barn. Oh, we actually have 3 barn finds. And we have 7 cases now, which is awesome. So let's move this to the ramp. This customer is having problems starting the car, which means we won't have a list of parts to replace because we're going to have to find them. Let's have a look. Yep, part not discovered. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and use some of our new inspections, examination tools. So here's our electronic meter, which will go through some tests. And hopefully give us some info onto what could be wrong. There you go. As I said, the battery's got problems. I don't think we can use OBD on this one. Oh yeah, we can. Oh no, we can't. So let's remove this battery. Let's buy ourselves a new battery. And then we'll have a look at things like the fuel pump. We'll look at the spark plugs. In fact, I can see from here that fuel pump is shot. So we will automatically get one, because I know for a fact that's going to need replacing. What is our repair condition allowance on this job? It is 100%. Okay, so he wants 100% replaced parts. I do want to get a quick look at these sparks. What's stopping us get these out? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing now. So let's remove our wires. Get our spark plugs out. I'm sure at least one of these is going to need replacing. Let's have a look. Okay, all 4 sparks are going to need replacing. That fuel filter is destroyed, so let's replace that. Fuel filter and spark plugs. Oh. And we need 4 of these. Oh. So fit. In fact, that actually looks like that's added today as well. Our ignition. Let's remove that. I think that is actually going to be on our list. That looks very damaged. Let's have a look. Yep, our ignition coil's gone. Ignition coil I4. Just throw that on here. Four new sparks. Put our wires back on. Right, now let's lift this up, get that fuel filter change, and I've just noticed the exhaust is in need of repair. We have one middle muffler and the rear muffler V8. Let's get that out. I knew that was going to need replacing. Is that done? So we needed a middle muffler and rear muffler V8. It's this one. Oh, I think I've actually just bought the wrong one. Oh no, that was the right thing. No, I've got the right thing. So it's those 2 parts on. Now hopefully, let's have a look what we've got left. Oh, we've actually done everything. They just want the oil change, you know. Awesome. That actually went quicker than I thought it was going to go, to be honest. So let's drain out our oil. Return. If this was me, I'd also change the filter, but this guy doesn't want the filter changing. I don't think he wants the filter changing. No. I would change the filter if this was my car. While you've got it up, you might as well. And here we go. We're only 500 XP from the next level up. And there we go, another job complete and another item case added. We are so close to getting our access to that junkyard. Level 9. I think it's level 9, or is it 11? I hope it's level 9. I can't remember. So that's another story mode down as well. Oh, gearbox. This is a new story job, but we're going to take this one on. We haven't done much gearbox. In fact, I don't think we've done any gearbox work on this playthrough. So let's get this up. Those wheels are terrible on a car that looks so nice. So what are we looking at here? No list provided. Whoa, that's got a lot of problems. So let's do our checks. OBD reader. And see, look at that gearbox. That gearbox definitely needs to be ripped out. I think what we're actually going to do on this car is we're going to do all tests. So I'm going to run this to the test track now. See if we can't pull up a full list. That's if it starts. It might have problems starting. Nope. Hopefully I can drive a little better than I drove the last time I was on this test track, because I was all over the place. And here we go. Oh, this is slow. And there is our acceleration test done. Some sloppy steering. Suspension test. Oh. I think the suspension's... I think we've probably done more damage to that suspension than anything there. And finally, as we round the corner, into the brake test. And those brakes aren't too bad, actually. So let's have a look what it says. I think it's going to give us hell and tell us this car is destroyed. And here we go. So we have a lot of axles, tie rods, gearbox I4. Oh, that also said clutch, so we need to get this gearbox and clutch, but it looks like everything is actually underneath. Now, by doing that test that we just did on the test track, we've discovered most of the parts. Oh, I'll tell you what we should do. Why don't we run this through our test path as well? And hopefully that will pick up on anything else we've missed. And then maybe we'll have a full list. We shall see. So, yes. Oh, come on, start. Yeah, we got some serious brake problems as well. What has this guy done to this car? Sounds like a very jangety piece of junk. Last test, and we can get this car stripped down and rebuilt. It's quite a nice interior, isn't it, actually? Yeah, we've got a lot of suspension and brake damage. Let's move this back to our ramp. Hopefully he doesn't want them wheels doing. Not a fan of wheels. We're on this side, aren't we? So let's have a look. Oh, rear suspension shot, front suspension shot, cross members okay. Let's have a good look around here. So what does he want? 100% repaired. Wow, he's got a lot of work to be done. That radiator's gone. We have to have a look at all of this. What about if we move towards the back? Is the exhaust okay? this side. Oh, we really have got some damage here. Oh, there's 2 more parts discovered. Did we get the brake disc inside here? The actual... Yeah, we did. Right, so, we definitely have a lot to look at on this car. I'm going to remove the... Oh, no, the fuel pump actually looks alright. So, examine the rear muffler. Have we got a full list now? No, we still don't have a full list. We have a few parts missing. So I think the first thing we're going to tackle is the gearbox, because we're going to have to remove a lot of our front suspension anyway to get at the gearbox, because we should have to move the drive shaft. And to remove the drive shaft, we're going to have to remove basically all of these. And this whole brake needs replacing. This could be the job that actually gets us to our target of level 9. Bearing, hubcap. Did this guy buy this car like this, or? Yeah, the guy actually. I would not. I'd have took this car back. This car would not be in my hands. If this guy's bought this car and it is trashed, this would not be in my hands. No, I don't think we're going to be suspension damage. Obviously not very well maintained. Obviously this dealer wanted to make a bit of profit off the customer. He saw him coming a mile away. So there we go. Now to get this drive shaft out, we have to remove all of this side as well. Then we can do our first gearbox. I don't remember doing any gearbox work in this playthrough. Where's our mouse gone? Oh, my battery died? No. Wireless mouse. What am I doing? I need to stop and swap it to my other mouse. Hopefully not. Here we go. Right, have we got any more damage this side? Because if not, I don't want to strip down anything that we don't need to. And axle, knuckle. So what's the repair here? 100% on any damaged parts. Global parts condition. So, right, we need to remove, and then we need to remove this. I think that's steering rack shot as well, to be honest. Oops. Oh, you coming out? Yeah. There we go. Right, so now, to get this gearbox off, we need to get the start motor out, but we've got to drop the car down to get at the starter motor. Awesome. So there goes our start motor. Right guys, I am definitely going to have to swap to my other mouse because my battery's dying. So 1 second, I shall be right back. And we're back. And finally we have some new batteries. Tip for all you upcoming YouTubers, don't use a wireless mouse. I use a wireless mouse just because it's a bit tidier on my desk and less wires with my daughter and my dog around. So there we go. Let's remove the pressure plate. We can get at the clutch, see if the clutch needs doing. That radiator, I must remember we've got to do that. That might be the job that we're missing. Now, is the crank done? We might. Have we got to fold this now? Okay, right, yeah, so we've got to fold this, we can rebuild from this point. So, clutch parts, gearbox, gearbox, gearbox. We need a flywheel. I wasn't sure which, I didn't really look at which parts we needed here, so might have to buy, is clutch plate on our list? Small rubber bushings, clutch release bearing, clutch pressure plate, yeah, so pressure plate and bearing. I didn't actually see clutch plate, so I should probably check actually. Right. No, it's definitely not here, is it? Nope. So let's get our new pressure plate on, which was red. Our new bearing. Now the gearbox, if we had a higher level, I would actually go at working at repairing the gearbox. I know why we can't do any repairs, because I bet you I haven't unlocked any. No. Right, so when we unlock these, we can actually have a go at repairing the parts, but this guy wants 100% repair anyway, so we need an I think it was an i4. Yeah, it's an i4, but which one is it? Let's scroll down. Nope. Standard i4 engine, gearbox even. There we go. Oh, right, okay, so we need to buy quite a few parts here, so let's get a drive shaft. Oh. I think both our axles are shut as well, so we need drive axles. Oops. C. 1, 2. So was the steering rack shot? Yes, it was. Oh, I should have bought tie rods. I know the tie rods on both sides are done, so we need to replace those as well. That one's okay. Is the outer tie rod okay? Yes, we can put that back on. Did we have 2 tie rods to do, or 1? Outer and inner tie rod, outer tie rod, so both. So we do need these off and swap them for new ones. So tie. There we go. This is actually quite a big job. This is bigger than the piston job, actually. The piston job we got done quite quickly. Did we have any caliper work to do? Brake caliper. So we've got 1 caliper to do. Oh, these could be calipers off previous jobs. I really should set up what we don't use. We'll replace them anyway. There we go. Any parts that I've missed here. So let's jump to this side. Right, that's steering knuckles done. Oops. I think it's C. Better double check. No, it was A. Glad I double checked. Our new tie rods. New lower. Oh, we need a new lower suspension arm and bushes because I saw the bushes were damaged. Bush. I know we didn't need that many bushes, but bushes are the kind of thing that you use all the time, so there's no point not buying a couple if you're there. Suspension was fine. I didn't see any shock absorber stuff, but I'll probably check. We need a knuckle cover. Yep, that's definitely how you spell that, Andy. Knuckle cover. Hey, what happened? Sure, I bought a knuckle cover. Oh, I bought a rear. Oh, damn it. Damn it! What a waste of money. Do we need to replace the hub? Right, I'll just have a look what we've got left. We've got drive axle and brake caliper. We've got those. Rear, sway bar, rear, brake pads, radiator, Okay, the rest of it looks like it's all rear. So we'll get this thrown back together. There was definitely no suspension. We'll do the radiator and then we'll go and attack the... Oh, in fact, actually, no, that wouldn't make sense. While we've got the ramp up. Oh. Do we need to do a disc? We're going to replace that disc, to be honest. Right, so here we go, guys. New pads, because they want 4 new pads. That bearing is fine. New drive axle. New caliper. Sway bar and link. Right, there's that. Let's shoot down to the back of the car and get all these parts done. Oops. So what have we got here? So sway bar, and then this side is got a lot of damage. So we'll do this side first. We only need to take off, I think it's 1 part to get that sway bar off from the other side. It's actually been a long episode. Oh, actually, after this job, I have to wind this episode down. I didn't do a timer this time, so I've done more than I was expecting to do, but that's fine. So let's remove this. Oh, I bought a rear knuckle housing by accident, so that's good, because we're going to use it anyway. All these parts need replacing. This car was sold to this customer. It's shocking, absolutely shocking. Right, so we need to remove the sway bar. What am I doing? The one thing I do need to check is the bushes on the top to see if they're damaged. In fact, I think that one there is damaged, so let's zoom out a second, search. We've got 2 bushes here. Actually none on the other side. Actually, that one looks quite bad as well. Right, so we'll swap these out now. Then we'll quickly go and take off the end link from the other side, take that sway bar out, replace that, get everything back on, and we are done. Some new bushes. Let's remove the knuckle housing. So over here we need to remove this little tiny sway bar here, but we'll have to get the wheel off. There we go. Where's that little sway bar? There it is. And there you go. Now we can remove our rear sway bar A. Rear sway. There's our new sway bar. There's our old link. We want the old one back on this side. Then if we jump over here, we've got quite a few parts to replace over here. Right, so we need a rear axle knuckle housing. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Now we bought a cover because oh no, it's a different hub. Oh well. So it just means we've got a hub in our inventory, which we can put into our warehouse as soon as we get one, and store up some parts. Okay, so we need a new suspension arm. This one was okay, wasn't it? Yeah, that's fine. So rear suspension arm and rear suspension arm B. So rear suspension arm and B and bush. That should be enough for those. Oops. Now when you're putting these jobs back together, always double check your bushes, because you will get to the end of a job and it'll say you haven't done this and you think to yourself, well, I'm sure I did. I'm going to put a new one in here. These are only $8. I'm not going to stress. A new sway bar end link. Oh, we didn't get that, did we? Suspension. Oh. We're actually nearly done with this job. And we've earned a lot of because of the amount of parts we've had to take off and getting 1 XP per every part you remove. We've actually done a lot of XP. We may even have done enough. Do we need a new wheel hub? Put that on the list. Oops. So, rear shock absorber to do, a small bush somewhere, and some brake pads and the radiator. So, no, that was fine. Now, the small bush, I presume, is going to be on the other side, and I think it's going to be this lower one here. So, this was fine. They wanted a new brake pad, which we haven't got. Oh, they wanted 4 new brake pads, so we do need to get... Oh. We do need to get the pads off on the other side anyway. So, new pad. Caliper. I'd have had a new disc here myself, but hey. So, rear shock. Then that should be this side done. Oop, no, not the new one. There we go. So, on this side, we need to find that small rubber bushing I'm talking about. There's the pad. It's not that bushing. So, it must be the one that's... Definitely said there was another bushing to do, didn't it? Small rubber bushing. Pads. Right, so... Trying to think everywhere there is a small rubber bushing so we can whip them off and have a look which one it is that needs replacing. Is that the damaged one? So what we're going to do, we're going to replace all of them. One. No, this small rubber bushing is going to absolutely drive me crazy. I can already feel it. So let's jump over here. I can't think whether there's any more bushes. Check that one. If it's not this one, then we might even have to have a look at what I'm... See if I've missed something somewhere on the front. I don't think there's any small rubber bushes on the front though. So let's this is a normal rubber bushing. Have a look. I can't believe we've got a rubber bushing missing somewhere. We definitely replaced all these with new ones. Let's have a look down the front. These are all normal sized bushes. Got 1 rubber bushing to do, come on, where are you? This is going to drive me crazy. Right, so we've replaced this one. Yeah, we've replaced these 2. Oops. These should be normal. Whoa, messed that up. These should be. I don't think these are small. Could be wrong. Oh, there it is. That's got to be it. It's this, isn't it? Oh, come on, be it. Oh my god. Where is this bush? I'm sure we put new ones in here as well. Oh, let's put one in there. Is this going to be the job that drives me absolutely mental? I do not know. Right, so. Ah, it was that one. Oh, really? So all we're going to do then is put in a new pad here, which we should have pre-bought. Put our calipers, put our wheels back on, change the radiator, and we are done. Thank goodness. See what I mean about these rubber bushings though? If you don't keep an eye on which ones you're replacing, they're so easy to miss. Let's jump over here. Come on. Let's get the wheel hub, put that in. Cap. The wheel. Put our front wheels on, drop it down, get our radiator in, and get rid of this job once and for all. Go, one more wheel. Oh, it's not very often I want a job to get out of my garage, but this is definitely one of those I want out. It took us quite a long time. We're not far off an hour of this episode. Wow. So if we open up and go radiator, so we've got that ready. Whip this out. Whip this out and replace those. So. Do we need... So we need new radiator housing fan. There. Pretty sure the actual housing was fine. There we go. Is this job done? Please get this job out of my... Right, that's it. I've had enough. Get this out of my garage. Go and buy a car from a reputable dealer next time, you fool. Ah, what's going on? Right. Goodbye. Get out of my garage. Ah! No, I've had enough of this job. So, have I missed anything else? I better not have. Yes, it is gone. We're only, we're like 70 XP from finishing up. We've got a new story that I haven't done before. Have we got any bonus XP ones that are quick? Exhaust. I'll tell you something. Okay, we're going to do this exhaust just to level up, and then we're going to end it after this level up. I will fly through this exhaust as usual. Hopefully there's not an intake. If there is, I might have to quickly zip the car down. And the intake needs to... Oh no, that's the down, isn't it? So, that's fine. So, let's remove these. Oh, we have got to get that intake off. Damn it. So, catalytic converter needs replacing, and the back box is fine. So, let's buy ourselves a cat. Exhaust, cat. Let's get that fitted. Get the ramp down, get the exhaust manifold off, and get that down pipe out. Right, there's the cover. Got a clean engine actually. So up goes the ramp. Change that front exhaust section, and we are done. Leveled up. I will laugh if we're like literally one tiny little bit off level. Front exhaust section. Fit this. Done. There's our cover, and we are done. Right. Please level up. Yes. Right, so we got another barn location. We didn't get a case for that one, did we? Oh, no. We had 7, I think we had 7 cases when we started this episode. We now have 8. And barn finds we have... Let's have a look. Barn... We have 4 barn finds, 8 of those. We have leveled up, so let's get our level up in. Unlocks compression test. Yes, we want the compression test. There we go. I thought we had another point there. Right, guys, so we're going to leave it there. That is episode I Have Lost the Plot, episode 6. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please click notifications. Keep yourselves updated on the channel. In the next episode, we will be heading over to... No, it is level 11. So I think next episode what we're going to do is take out 20 grand and we're going to visit some barn finds and buy a new car. Which means the junkyard is 11. So we've got a little bit more to go, but shouldn't take us too long. Right, guys, I'm Truck Randy. Thank you for watching.